President Nicușor announced that he had signed into law a bill that will reduce excise taxes on diesel and cap the markup, so that lower prices for this fuel are expected to take effect in the middle of this month. According to Dumitru Chisăliță, president of the Smart Energy Association, as quoted by Agit Press, Romania is, however, witnessing a veritable Black Friday for diesel, given that the price is first driven up and then reduced to the level it should never have left, and the entire operation is presented as a major success for the government. This farce, says Dumitru Chisăliță, is far more serious because every penny unjustifiably added at the pump is passed on in the prices of food, construction materials, services, and all transported goods. In fact, according to Eurostat, retail trade volume in Romania fell by more than 6.5% in June 2026 compared to the same month last year. The most recent data published by the National Institute of Statistics in Bucharest also indicate a steady decline in consumer spending, and analysts warn that this trend will continue. The economy is experiencing a slowdown in growth, which experts say could signal a recession, and the situation is complicated by high inflation. Convened for an extraordinary session, the Senate in Bucharest adopted a bill, a €1 billion milestone in the National Recovery and Resilience Plan on biodiversity conservation. The bill was approved in the form previously amended by deputies, with Romania's strictly protected areas reduced by half. The National Liberal Party and Save Romania Union argued that the country thus risks coming into conflict with European Commission rules, while the Social Democratic Party asserts that the interests of local communities and infrastructure projects are being protected. The law on decarbonization in the energy sector was also hotly debated in Parliament. It includes a Social Democratic amendment criticized by Save Romania Union and the National Liberal Party, namely that mines may be closed only after new production capacities have been established. Also this week, the Romania Union and the National Liberal Party asked the Constitutional Court to rule on another adopted law, the Integrity Law, which is also a milestone in the National Recovery and Resilience Plan. They are dissatisfied with two amendments that have raised suspicions of violating the Constitution. The Social Democratic Party accuses the two parties of attempting, through their action, at the cost of blocking €771 million in European funds, to protect Save Romania Union leader Dominic Fritz, who could be affected by the newly passed law after he was recently convicted definitively for conflict of interest. Finally, for his part, President Nicușor announced that he had promulgated a series of laws to meet the critical milestones of the National Recovery and Resilience Plan and ratify the SAFE agreement. Untold, the world's third-ranked festival of electronic music and more, kicked off on Thursday in Cluj-Napoca in the northwest of Romania. Over the course of 4 days and 4 nights, concerts, shows, and numerous other events are taking place across 8 stages, with a width of 127 meters and a height of 38 meters. The main stage is the largest ever built in the festival's history, bringing approximately 200 local and international artists to Romania this year. Each day, the organizers have scheduled a headliner, Sting, Zara Larsson, Lewis Capaldi, and Flo Rida. On Thursday, over 100,000 people attended the highlight of the event, the concert of British artist Sting. The crowd was so large that organizers were forced to close the gates of Cluj Arena for safety reasons. Sting's concert was preceded by a speech from an Indian guru. Untold will conclude at dawn on Monday with the music of Padre Guilherme, a Catholic priest from Portugal, famous for the way he blends religious hymns with electronic music. And that's the weekend review.
You are listening to Radio Romania International.
Time now for a musical break. Listen to Laura with a song inspired from traditional Romanian